Hi, I'm Tamblyn Mitchell. I'm a senior from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and today we are in the Pottery studio. So this is a student-run space which has all of the tools and materials that you need to make art in the form of ceramics, which can be really hard to access all on your own. We have classes on Tuesdays for beginners. We have pretty much 24-hour open studio time, and people come down here to make anything from functional ceramics to pretty incredible sculptures. At St. John's, we study a lot, and so we need an outlet, and I find that coming down to the ceramic studios is great for me. Working with my hands is really a great way to center myself, and this is a great place to do it. So I am also a transfer student from the Annapolis campus to the Santa Fe campus. I came out here really because I was born in Annapolis. I grew up all over the East Coast, but mostly in major cities. And I thought that it would be really good for me to see some more of the world. You know, I'd always been curious about the Southwest, and I thought, there was never going to be a better time or an easier way. The transfer process at St. John's is actually super unique because it's not like transferring between schools. You get to continue exactly what you were doing on both campuses. And with such a special education, that's really important. It's pretty incredible how easy it is to get from the east to the west or the west to the east. When I got out here, I found that Santa Fe was so incredibly different from anywhere else that I had ever been. The Santa Fe campus is up in the mountains. It's really beautiful. We have tons of access immediately to the outdoors. We are stationed on Monte Sol and Monte Luna. You can just walk right out into the arroyo, into the desert. You can do hiking. It's really incredible, and it's incredibly different from the Annapolis campus, which is right in downtown Annapolis. The city of Santa Fe itself is also spectacular and amazing and special. It has incredible art and incredible food that you can't find anywhere else in the world. The city of Santa Fe has a really incredible art scene, but so does the St. John's College campus. I here run Etc., which is our fine arts and literary magazine. We publish short stories, poetry, drawings, paintings, photographs, translations, really anything everyone has to offer here on the campus. And I love it because I think it gives us an opportunity to show off a lot of artistic talent that doesn't always come up in our academic practices. Today we're in the Fine Arts Building, which besides the Pottery Studio is home to a group practice room, pianos everywhere. This is where a lot of musicians come to practice on campus. You could maybe even hear some music in the background. Artistic practices aren't really explicitly part of the St. John's College curriculum. I think the curriculum really informs art, and art really informs the curriculum. We're taught to think really deeply and consider everything that comes towards us, and that has really helped me in my artistic practice. I love this campus for so many reasons, but I think the biggest one probably is the sense of community I've found here. Santa Fe itself is a really beautiful and intentional community, and I think the St. John's College campus has really taken that energy to heart. We're building something really special here, and it seems to me like everybody is adding to it intentionally. I've made some friends here that I will remember for the rest of my life. But the Annapolis campus is great too. It's very different. The Annapolis campus is right in the middle of downtown historic Annapolis. It's really walkable, so it's super easy to get to everything that Annapolis has to offer. Annapolis is also right on the Chesapeake Bay, so you have access to the water all the time, which is something you can miss when you're living in the high desert. If I had any advice for students coming to St. John's trying to decide between campuses, it would be to try both. They're very special, they're very different. I've loved all of my time at St. John's across both campuses, and it's never been easier to be able to switch between the two, so take advantage.